will Charlie be wearing the Sunday red apparel?
Too much nepotism.
Is it?
So, yeah, that can't happen.
Define nepotism.
Keeping it in the family, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, just my thoughts. But.
It's Thursday. You've been pulling some curtains over our
Is that a
heads.
4-syllable nepotism? That's 4 syllables.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever used a 4-syllable word on the show
I
before?
just did.
There you go. Well, now you've set the bar.
What's the time?
Timestamp this 12:34 Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
Jay used a 4-syllable word on the air.
That's it.
Dang.
But Sunday red, you could see.
You got to put them in it, right?
Yeah, you do.
Maybe that. What if they don't make children's junior? I meant to say junior apparel.
Yeah.
What if they don't make it? They got to, right?
They
His kid's
will.
Charlie, but he's
They
15 years old, so he's not like a junior.
Yeah, they will.
He's probably getting big.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question is, does Elin come out and watch?
Oh, I haven't seen her in quite some time.
No. Me
I
neither.
don't know where is she from Switzerland or somewhere?
I think Sweden.
Sweden? In Switzerland, yeah.
She was Jesper Parnevik's babysitter.
Oh.
And that's how they got connected.
Gotcha.
She's got a wicked 9-iron swing, that's for sure.
Did she ever remarry or did she?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I feel 30 for 30 coming.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
That's true.
We'll see. But do you think, so getting back to passing the torch and all that stuff, do you think this is good for golf, what Charlie's doing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's...
Because?
Well, I see it firsthand at Bay Point. These 10, 11, 12-year-olds, they follow Charlie and, of course, his social media and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's transitioning more from a Tiger. I see 17, 18, 19-year-olds talking about Tiger, but you see this up-and-coming, like 8, 9, 10, basically in our spring junior clinic coming up this spring, that kind of age group talking more about Charlie Woods and them following him. So, yeah. He's making a huge impact in golf, and I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for the game. And we haven't had nobody. Everybody's been and we've talked about it, Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth are so similar to each other. They're all the same people. They're all robots. And Charlie's got a chance to kind of define
Stupid AI golf robots.
Yeah, they're like robots out there. But Charlie's got a chance to kind of, form his own identity and maybe change the game and, like Tiger did.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, give a little shout out to our boy Keith Fleming, a little update on the Mexico Open at Vidanta. I think Cameron Champ was in his official lineup there and may even picked him top 10, top something. He's off to a great start. He's -6 through 16, one stroke ahead of Andrew Novak and David Lipsky, people that you know very well on the PGA Tour. But also one of the gentlemen he mentioned, Jake Knapp. He talked about him at length yesterday. He is off to a good start. He is -3 through 13. So some good stuff going on down there. Where's Tony Finau hanging out? He's -1 through 17. So not off to a fantastic start. But yeah, remember our boy Fred Biondi?
I do.
Who's the individual national champion
from Florida.
Yeah, and Chris Kramer's brother-in-law is his swing instructor.
That's right.
Yeah, he's playing in this. He's currently even through 14, tied for 33rd. So a lot of guys that have just recently joined the PGA Tour. These are the events that they really get the opportunities to play in because the PGA Tour has mixed up that schedule quite a bit and has the signature events and all that good stuff. So these are the events that these guys really got to take advantage of because the way it works is if you finish in, you get these FedEx Cup points and you finish high in these non-signature events, that's how you end up getting into these signature events. So, but yes, shout out to Keith Fleming, Cameron Champ, -6 through 16. Certainly likes, and really you could bet him live right now through 16 holes of this first round. He's +700.
So that's not a bad deal.
No, you bet $10, win $70. But again, he's only got a one-stroke lead, and it's the first round. There's 3 rounds to go, and he's still got 2 holes to go in this particular tournament, or in this particular round. So, but yeah, Charlie Woods, exciting stuff, and interesting to see how he does.
Yeah,
I'll try to find in this next break if I can find any information about his score. But it was funny when I started typing into Google and I typed in the Cognizant Classic, it auto-filled pre-qualifier. So it just goes to show you how many people are searching that up, as the kids say. That is for sure. We got 2 minutes left in this segment. I want to jump into those MLB uniform information next week and a little college basketball and talk about this real quick. quick. I know you don't really follow NHL at all, but some cool stuff going on. Austin Matthews hit 50 goals yesterday, which is pretty darn impressive. He scored he's on pace to score 70 goals, which would give us the first NHL 70-goal season since 1993. The good news is he still is on track. He netted his 50th and 51st goals last night, a bewildering number in just 54 games. Almost a goal a game average, Jay. That is extremely difficult to do. He's now on pace for 77 goals, which would land him at number 5 on the all-time single-season scoring list. The pace is even more breathtaking at that hour. This is the Athletic. James Myrtle pointed out to me last night, if we adjust for error, Matthews is producing the second-best season ever, only behind Brett Hull. I know you probably don't know that.
I've heard that name.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Brett and Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby was the dad, played in the 60s and the 70s, and then Brett kind of passed the torch.
What team did Brett play on back in the day?
He played on the St. Louis Blues for a long time. I don't know if he was just on the Blues, but that's where he spent the majority of the career. The only tricky part with the rest of this season is Toronto going to manage his playing time down the stretch, because they won 6-3 over the Coyotes last night, but they're currently 5th in the Eastern Conference standings. So they're looking pretty good to make a good playoff push. But yeah, pretty cool stuff coming out of Austin Matthews there. And remember, Bill got us a couple of those Toronto Maple Leaf shirts, so you could walk around Panama City and Panama City Beach wearing your Toronto Maple Leaf shirt.
There you go.
I might hit you if you do that, but that is what it is.
Do it. It's a Maple Leaf.
Are more goals being shot in NHL now?
Scored would be the verb.
Yeah.
No, and I don't have any factual statistics to back that up, but I think it's still pretty normal. Although Ovechkin scored 8 goals in the last 8 games, and he's got a shot to break Gretzky's all-time goal scoring record. I don't think Gretzky's points record will ever be touched, but Ovi's still got a shot if he can continue to play for a few more years. So, but cool stuff. Cool stuff there by the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know they are itching for a team to make a deep run into the playoffs, as they certainly need it. But it's been a long time since the Canadian team has won the Stanley Cup. You're listening to The Inside Drive. When we get back, talk a little bit about some college basketball and some MLB baseball uniforms. First spring training game is going on maybe here short. I think it's 2:10 Eastern time.
Ooh.
Which is 1:10 Central time.
All right.
I'll confirm that when we get back. You're listening to The Inside Drive. We'll be right back for our final segment of this Thursday afternoon.
ESPN Northwest Florida presents the most college basketball.
Three-pointer. College basketball is back.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
The SEC, ACC, and beyond.
Oh, you saw that coming, Rampant.
The biggest games play right here.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Bestway Portable Buildings has been your portable building specialist since 1989. Before you invest your hard-earned money someplace else, owner Jason Mulder invites you to stop by Bestway and get a quote on just about any size building. And whether you buy with Bestway or not, it's worth the trip just to meet Bestway Buddy. Say hello, buddy. Good boy. Bestway Portable Buildings, just north of Harts Marine on 231, and online at bestwayportablebuildings.com. The best in portable, period. Tell them Buddy sent ya.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
Welcome to the Inside Drive, the next big thing.
It's a big, huge, giant deal.
Sports betting, huge reactions, Your calls and real-time coverage of the stories you're following. Broadcasting from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios on ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Our final segment of this beautiful Thursday. Jay, you got a full afternoon of lessons?
A few.
Well, so if you need a lesson, reach out to Jay or go to golfwithjay.com because it's about that time to get out there and play some golf, especially if you're going to be playing in all these big scramble charity tournaments coming up because you know you want to win.
That's right.
So the only way to do that is get a little bit better, and the only way to get a little bit better is spend some time with you out there on the practice facility and the golf course.
And that 5 o'clock hour is starting to become...
Yeah, it was almost like 6 o'clock last night.
It was. I was looking out towards the west, and you could still... 6:01, you could still see a little bit of sunlight.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. As long as you can see the ball to hit it, that's all you need.
That's it.
If you hit it straight, you know where it is.
Yep.
Also, really want to mention real quick, we'll have him on tomorrow as it is Friday, and that'll be Aaron Bearden at 12:20. But tonight is the big break, and there is still just a couple spots left in that one for your opportunity to get in. They're doing 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 hobby boxes, high-end football hobby boxes. So don't miss out on your opportunity to get involved in that. Don't have to be there live. They'll also stream it live on Facebook. But if you want to jump in on that, you can swing by the store or you can go to their website, Instant Replay Sports. Hold on. Is it Instant Replay Sports Cards or let me Google it.
Are they giving away like a signed football or something?
They were, but you had to get in before midnight last night. It's Instant Replay Sportscards.com, and if you got a PayPal account, you can buy one of those big break spots. Like you said, I just texted him a few minutes ago. He's got a couple spots left in that one. It's a 2020 Contenders Optic, 2021 Obsidian, 2022 Prism No Huddle, a 2023 Gold Standard, and a 2023 Absolute. It's $100 per team. You'll get a random team at the break, and with that many years being covered, there's some serious opportunity to pull a really, really good card. And you don't have to spend the whole price of the hobby box, just $100. And he's done some incentives like what you were just talking about. That was an incentive for people to get in early, and anybody who had bought in prior to midnight last night is eligible to potentially win a signed football, and the GOAT is in that opportunity as well.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes. I thought it was all Patrick
Mahomes is in there, but Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and not just the GOAT in your backyard there. So, but if you're looking up, you can swing by their store down there at the Stanford Station Shopping Plaza, or just go to their website, InstantReplaySportsCards.com, and click on the big break, and you can PayPal some money, and you'll be right in there. Streaming live on Facebook tonight, or you can go in store. Store's not normally open at that time, but if you are in the break, you are allowed to come in. Going to the PCB Chamber Annual Awards Dinner tonight. Otherwise, I'd be spending some time at the Instant Replay store down there. But which can be dangerous because when you go in there, you start getting your hands start shaking a little bit. You start getting a little itchy. You want to pull the trigger. And I know Parker's starting to dive into this sports trading card thing a little bit, right?
Aaron, whatever you do, don't give him a house account. Don't give him no net 90-day terms because he won't pay you.
No credit. No credit. I don't think anybody works off a credit like that anymore. But that's what they make credit cards for.
I remember my grandmother going to the grocery store back in the day and having a house account at a grocery store.
Absolutely. That's how what was it? My best parent's store. Her dad used to give people credit all the time for gas and stuff like that. I mean, that's just how it worked back then. I mean, even I worked at a private club in New Jersey, Deal Country Club, and we didn't really use a point of sale system. It was a caddy club, members only. We didn't do tee times, all that stuff. But the pro would literally keep handwritten tabs of when people bought merchandise and stuff like that, and then they just kind of pay them at the end of the month. So that's a lot of trust when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It is.
But I guess that's just the nature of the day and age we live in. That is for sure. A couple quick college basketball notes last night. If you are an Alabama Crimson Tide fan and you actually do care about basketball, they survived a heartbreaker last night, or they almost had a heartbreaker last night. Overtime victory, 89-83, I think it was, something along those lines. But that was such an important victory for Alabama last night because that keeps their one-game lead ahead of Tennessee, who is 10-3. Alabama survives Florida in overtime to stay 11-2 in the conference, and one full game ahead of Tennessee and 2 games ahead of 9-4 South Carolina and Auburn. With I think Alabama and Auburn still have Tennessee to play coming up. So nothing is set in stone yet, but Florida plays teams game's tough, and that was a great gritty win by Alabama last night to keep things going.
It was a great win by Alabama, but it seems like Florida's going to be one of those teams that in the SEC tournament can really wreck some things.
Oh, yeah.
They've played well against everyone. They, of course, I think a lot of teams in the SEC and across basketball in general are somewhat inconsistent, and I think that you can attribute a lot of that to how often the parts are moving around, and it's hard to have any sort of consistency when you get one season to make happen what it is that you need to make happen. But yeah, it's really I take a lot more from what Florida was able to do in that game, and it was huge for Alabama, right? Because to start the season out, Nate Oates had them playing a really tough schedule, and they dropped a lot of those games. So they had to have a heck of a run in the SEC. And so the fact, having your back against the wall like that was big for them, but also watch out for Florida down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was another upset in the SEC last night by the team, or against the team that took Auburn to the woodshed this past Saturday, and that was Kentucky. Ended up winning by 11, but the game was a lot more out of hand at times than that. LSU hits a 3 at the buzzer to beat Kentucky by a point, 75-74. So that knocks Kentucky down to 8-5 in the SEC, 18-8 in total. So making that Kentucky SEC regular season championship pretty much out of the question now. That's for sure. But they can still win the conference tournament.
So to fill out brackets has got to be coming soon, right?
Yeah, you got what? We got 2 more weeks of regular season, and then you're in conference tournaments, with probably the second weekend in March being the weekend that the conference finals for the SEC and the ACC, the big ones, come to an end, and then that Sunday, Selection Sunday.
Yeah, March 17th.
There you go. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
So you'll be in Orlando.
I will, yeah. That'll be good.
It might be magical.
It could be. We'll see.
But yeah, some good college basketball still rocking and rolling. I know Auburn does not have a weekday game this week. They had a full week off before they get back on the hardwood this weekend. Forget who they're playing. I had it right up here just a second ago. But
was it last year ESPN did all of those?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
The Georgia Bulldogs. That should be a dub, even though it's on the road. But that's the thing. You never know. You never know playing basketball. Go ahead.
But I was going to say last year, isn't there like 1 billion brackets that get filled out and nobody ever gets the complete bracket correctly?
Picking a perfect bracket. There was no perfect brackets last year. Now there have been perfect brackets, but yeah, it's just so difficult because there's gonna be upsets. It's gonna happen. So it's just, are you lucky enough to pick those upsets? But I know a lot of people will be getting their Hard Rock betting app out here for that March Madness, as with that many games being played each day, especially in the early rounds, it's just a lot of fun. And if you can find that right upset, you can make some money. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that is for sure. On the baseball side of things, as I mentioned going out of the break, you excited, Jay? Baseball is back. I know it's just spring training baseball, but it is back. You got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Diego Padres. That's out there at Peoria Stadium in Peoria, Arizona, and we'll report on that. That's 2:10. It'll be on ESPN, and it'll be getting underway here in about an hour and 20 minutes.
Ohtani's first game as a Dodger. Is that right? Is he playing for the Dodgers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he playing? That's the question.
Is he playing? That's the question.
He's going to take 50 at-bats during spring training.
There you go.
Very cool.
Smart.
So we're looking for how many home runs out of 50 at-bats?
Ooh, call it now.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say 15.
15.
That's a lot, I know.
Well, I was going to say 20.
So almost half of his at-bats are a home run?
Yeah.
All right, bold. David's like 7, and it's going to be 7.
I was going to say 6, actually.
Okay, so 6, 15, and 20.
All right.
We got that. We got a nice range
we got
there.
The spectrum covered.
Watch him go 50 for 50.
Yeah, right?
That would be stupid.
That'd be nuts, because he's not pitching, right? He's still not cleared to pitch for a while.
No, he ain't going to be pitching at all this year, which could be very interesting, seeing all of his focus kind of just on
Does that make him a better hitter? Yeah, a better hitter than he already is. I mean,
the swing is just, it's one of those King Griffey Jr.
Butter. Yeah,
yes.
It's impressive. That is for sure.
But all this hype, man, they always end up never being the hype that they, I
don't know. Just because he's on a new team, I think the hype has already been realized. I mean, what he did last year, he won the MVP in the AL. Pitching and batting.
Yeah.
I think the hype is there.
Yeah.
It's just now
he's got to perform.
Yeah. A little more pressure now.
Yeah.
That deferred contract. This guy lives and eats baseballs, though. That's what he does. He eats baseballs at night.
He's from Tokyo?
Japan. I don't know if he's from Tokyo, but he is from Japan.
Yeah.
Who did Yamamoto end up signing with?
Dodgers.
Of course.
Yeah, they spent like $1.5 billion this year on their free agent.
Yeah, because I think I heard it was the Phillies maybe that offered $325 million for him or something like that.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm like 98% positive on that one. It flashed in my brain there, but
I would have loved to see and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really would have loved to see the Yankees get him.
Yeah.
Because,
well, like you said yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the Yankees are good and everybody hates them, it's just good for baseball.
Yeah.
But we're going from the 20-second pitch clock down to that 18-second pitch clock, Jay.
What if MLB decides that this year they're going to do like a live thing where they create a whole new organization called the ALB or CLB, whatever.
Canadian League of Baseball?
Yeah. I mean, would that be good for baseball?
I think there's enough leagues right now in baseball covering all spectrums. That's
They got
for sure.
AAA, AA, high A.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
You got
low
the
A.
Japan League. You got
KBO.
the Caribbean League. I don't think it's called the Caribbean League, but it's something along those lines. Yeah, there's a lot of leagues when it comes to baseball.
That's true.
I think baseball's in a good place.
I think so.
Shohei is from Oshu, Japan.
There you go. There you go. Went to a Taylor Swift concert and tried to get Taylor his number.
Did he really?
No.
That might have been a rumor, but I did see it come across a couple weeks, or it might have been last week or something. I got a lot more time to look up stuff.
What if Taylor Swift just started doing that, just like dates
Just bouncing in-season sports, yeah.
Like in all the sports, like, yes, dude.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is the best thing to ever happen to sports as far as the financial side of things go.
Hey, well, I mean, what says that somebody behind the scenes isn't pulling that string and making that happen?
Just being a Jezebel.
Why not? There you go. There you go. Who would she go with in the golf world, Jay?
Who would I what?
Who would Taylor go with in the golf world?
Oh my gosh.
I was going to talk about the uniforms, but there's only 2 minutes, and this is more fun.
Tiger? No.
Come on.
I don't know if the track record represents that.
No.
Victor Hovland.
I'll give you
Victor
that
would
one.
be a good one.
I could see him at the concerts, just hanging out up front with his eyes all happy and his big old smile on his face.
Yeah.
All right. Hockey world.
Oh, man.
Your
boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would that. Yeah, Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Makes sense. NBA. You might have to reach to David for this one. Who's Taylor going with in David?
Maybe Luka.
Luka.
Huh?
Or really go crazy and go Wemby.
I was
There you
thinking
go.
Wemby.
It'd make some things easy. But we'll pass on that one. What other sports did I not talk about? We got hockey. We got golf.
So MLB would be Otani.
Yeah. We left with Otani on that one. Obviously, she's with Kelsey in football.
Soccer, but I'm not a big soccer guy.
Yeah, hey.
But
Might get messy, but
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We only got a minute left. What do you got?
come on with something quick, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another sport that
What about wrestling? WWE.
Oh, there you go.
what if things don't happen good? Well, WWE, NASCAR. Man, that's a tough one.
Go with Billy Byron.
Chase Elliott would be a good one.
Oh, that's it. That's
Yeah,
the answer.
that's the
that
answer.
literally is the answer.
He's
There
the
you go.
man of the people.
There you go.
So that'd be number 9 for Taylor Swift. She'd have to wear the 9 for the NASCAR
Well,
season.
her number's 13. So who drives the 13 car?
Oh,
Come on, you know this off the top of your head.
Man.
You got this.
I don't.
You literally only need to have 20 seconds to come up with it.
I don't know who drives the 13 car. I don't have a clue. But yeah, David Hutchins.
He's like looking at me. I'm trying, man.
There may not be a 13 car.
It could. Yeah,
Ty Gibbs, Ryan Warren says. Ty Gibbs.
There you go. Thank you, Ryan Warren, for
thank
being so
you.
quick to the Facebook there. We
Yes.
appreciate that. Or was it a text?
It was a text.
It was a text. There you go. We appreciate the quickness. And we appreciate all of our listeners as this Thursday show has come to an end. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll report all the results of the big middle school playoff games. And good luck to the Rutherford Rams as they're taking on Bishop Kinney tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Ty Dillon, sorry.
Ty Dillon. There you go. There you go. Number 13, which could be good luck or bad luck. Tune in the Afternoon Underdogs coming up to this afternoon at 4 p.m. It's been a good show. We'll do it again one more time tomorrow with our good friend Jay Chapman in studio. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Your host home for college basketball. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This Saturday, it's a college basketball doubleheader as the Washington Huskies travel to the McHale Memorial